Welcome to the Laverne Church of the Brethren's weekly audio message. Here at the Laverne Church of the Brethren, we create a Christian community called by Christ to be inclusive, caring, and peace-minded. We affirm that people of any race, ethnic identity, gender identity, sexual orientation, ability, age, economic status, faith tradition, or life situation are welcome in our congregation. We believe in compassionate service, stewardship of creation, respect for diversity, and nonviolent reconciliation for differences among all people, nations, and faith traditions. We claim no creed but the New Testament as exemplified by the life of Christ. We strive to follow the way of Jesus. And through these efforts, we seek to grow ever closer to the mind and heart of God. And now let us ground ourselves as we enter into today's message.
During this time of year here at the Laverne Church of the Brethren, the congregation gathers around the graduating high school seniors to bless them as they enter into a new chapter of their lives. Today, we are delighted to honor each of these wonderful graduating seniors, Jarrell, Danica, and Kelan. We are going to hear a little bit about all of them, and then we will move into a time of blessing. First, I will start with Jarrell. Jarrell Baker is a senior at Bonita High School and will be graduating later on this week. Next year, he will be attending Citrus College. He is not certain about what his future holds, but he is excited to start taking classes to hopefully find something he loves and is passionate about. Jarrell has been coming to this church with his dad, Kenya, since he was in middle school. And his favorite memory here is the civil rights trip that he took a few years ago to Alabama with several families of this congregation. Next, we're going to hear from both Danica and Kelan.
Good morning, my name is Danica Evans, and I am graduating from Bonita High School. I've been volunteering with the youth group since August, but I've been here since about middle school, and I've made so many fun memories with all of the children. One of my favorite times was the afternoon event back in October when we all got to decorate the cookies and eat them afterwards, as well as get to play a bunch of games and meet all the children. This church has really helped me become a better person and a mature young adult. And although I don't know what the future holds, I'm grateful to have the church by my side. Wherever I go, I know this church is with me at heart, so thank you.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Kelan McConnell, and I am graduated 2 weeks ago? All my life, I've kind of been outdoors. Maybe not always because I wanted to, sometimes because I needed to go outside or was dragged by the heel of my feet. But I was, nonetheless. And as have, hopefully, most of you, I've been going to Camp Laverne since I was in 3rd grade and have been taking part in winter camp since middle school. As a senior, this is my last summer as a camper. I can go back as a counselor, but it is a little sad in general, just because I'm not going to be a camper anymore. It's going to be a different experience. But despite that, I am still hopeful, not only for my own future, but as a brand new member of the church, my part in the future of all of the church's lives and all of your lives, and my part in it. I like to think that all of this is kind of like a prologue, and that everything after is only chapter 1. The times I've spent here are amazing, and I'll always cherish them, helping with Tron in the kitchen, and being a friend to all of those in the nursery. But I do hope that mainly through this adventure I'm going through with BVS, that the rest of my life and this first chapter will be really, really fun for me. I like to say that forests are my home because it's both a mantra and a truth. I don't want to just work in forestry, I want to live in it. And though I do love my fair share of video games, I'll never lose track of time in the same way as I do when wandering through a state park. I love what I love, and I want to live what I love. The forests are my home, and that is where you can find me.
Thank you each for sharing. It's been a joy to get to know these seniors over the years. It was an honor to present Danica with her Bible during COVID, to go on the civil rights tour a few years ago with Jarrell, and for the countless times we played sardines in the sanctuary with Kelan, or flipped chicken on the grill in the kitchen. Danica, Jarrell, and Kelan, as you continue on your life journey, we want to offer you a blessing. I'm going to invite you to stand forward over here again. And I'd like to invite the congregation to stand in body, mind, or spirit as we share together in the responsive blessing found in your bulletin. And may you really listen to these words and let them wash over you. May the ways this church has shaped you and the ways you have shaped this church remain strong and steady.
May peace, strength, and clarity surround your mind, spirit, and body. May you embrace this next chapter of your life with deep connection, a sense of purpose, and curiosity for all that is still unfolding and becoming.
And may your roots run deep and draw upon the profound love this community holds for you. Amen. You may be seated.
You are so cherished by this church family. We want you to know that we will be here to support, love, and nurture you, no matter how old you are. On behalf of the congregation, we want to gift you with a journal and pen with letters of encouragement and blessings from Laverne COB staff. We give these items to you to show you that you are loved and valued. The front of the journal has words on it that I want you all to hold on to. It says, "May you be proud of the work you do, the person you are, and the difference you make."
Hi, I'm Sue Konkel-White, and I'm excited to be able to leave for Spain tomorrow on the choir tour. So I haven't traveled to Europe since the 70s, so I'm really excited. I was able to hear Rick Steves speak at the Bonhoeffer Festival that was held in Claremont this year. And he had some wonderful things to say about travel. And let me say also that travel can be in our imaginations, that you don't have to physically go places. But as I mentioned these things, think about enjoying them right here if you're not able to go with us. First of all, he talked about pluralism. It's the belief that diversity within a political body allows for the peaceful coexistence of different interests, ideologies, and lifestyles. Pluralism suggests that diversity of opinions can coexist and prosper harmoniously. And we learn that as we travel, right? Whether it's traveling to the South or going to Europe or someplace else in the world. Travel is fun, and we experience it with all of our senses. We see like an artist, we listen like a poet, and we discover there is more to life than simply its speed and accomplishing things, right? We're able to experience nature and be overwhelmed by it. We've been singing about nature, its power, its glory, the light. Every sunset is a devotional, and you just experience those things more when you take time apart from all of your other things. As we travel, we also learn. Gaining context and perspective, we become wiser. History speaks and travelers listen, and we learn. I love this. On the road, we learn that every culture has a soul. It's the combination of the art, the history, and the people that creates that soul. We travel to touch that soul. And I just want to say also that what I'm looking for, and part of that soul is in the art, the architecture, the music. Rick Steves said, when we sing, we pray twice. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm looking forward to the glory of music. And I also want to say that I'm looking forward to being able to get to know this community better. And I'll have to say, I've traveled my whole life to get to this place where you people are my people. I forget, and I feel like it's a mature faith that, does not see things in isolation or in simple answers. So I'll close with what Rick Steves says about travel. Why do I see humanity as one? Because I've traveled. Why am I curious, even though I am privileged? Why do I care? Because I've traveled. Why am I grateful, and why do I want to contribute? It's because I travel. We learn the connection. We also yearn for connection. That's part of our meaning in life, right? Being connected to others, and I feel like we connect more to ourselves when we connect with our senses. Isn't that interesting? When we see what we see and hear what we hear, and part of that is the food, also, I have to say. I'm looking forward to the food. So strangers are just friends we've yet to meet. So we celebrate this time, and we covet your prayers, and I thank you. I'm really thrilled that I have the privilege of being able to go and to be with you all. So thank you.
You can set it to mine. Thank you, Sue, for reminding us how travel touches us and lifts our spirits and guides us. And we've certainly been touched in this congregation, by our choir. Through music, our spirits are more connected with one another and with God, and we're lifted ever higher each time our choir sings. So thank you for that gift and for touching our souls. May you not only touch the soul of Spain, but may you be touched by it as well. Well, as the sun rises each morning, so our spirits rise each time our choir sings. Today, we want to honor and celebrate our choir and bless them as they're sent off on this journey. So I want to ask our choir members to stand and congregational members remain seated so we can see them as we share in this blessing. So I invite you to find the insert in your bulletin and let us share responsively. Breath of our songs and source of our harmony, we celebrate the dedication, passion, and musical giftedness of our choir members and leadership. As you journey to Spain, may your music reach across language, culture, tradition, reminding all who sing and hear it that we belong to one human family.
May your singing be a bridge of welcome, connection, and peace. Go, carrying the love of this community with you.
May you be voices of compassion, justice, and inclusive grace. When you lift your voices in cathedrals, plazas, and sacred places, May the music awaken wonder, stir hope, and kindle joy.
Friends, go with our gratitude and our prayers.
Your voices bless us. May you now be a blessing to the world. Go in peace, surrounded by love, strengthened by community, and guided by the Spirit. Amen. Go in peace.
Good morning. Celebrating the moments that shape us. It's so wonderful. My name's Debra Kniesley, and I'm a purposeful gal. Being a part of this church community has given me the opportunity to continue to have a purposeful life. I also feel that being a part of this church, I find absolute true joy with community, connections, friendships, and ongoing opportunities. I would like to share some of the opportunities that our church community has offered me to connect with and shape me. One is ICE out of Pomona, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. An opportunity our church provided us was to go through a training and participate in ICE out of Pomona. I have participated several times with Phil Hofer's team and other teams to journey around Pomona to observe and help non-immigrants who may be affected by ICE. We buy donuts at the home stores in Pomona and journey to Home Depot and the PEOC, which is the Pomona Economic Opportunity Center, to chat and share donuts with the day laborers and to make connections and to experience their told and untold stories. We also drive around Pomona and go to many different stores to provide them with cards that are in all bunch of different languages, signs, and whistles they can share with their customers on how to stay safe and safe from abuse of authority and effects on their lives. Another opportunity was the Pomona public hearing on immigration and raids. The church gave a notification a couple of weeks ago to attend the Pomona public hearing on immigration raids in the cathedral at the Union. Amanda and Phil Hofer and I went to support the families sharing their experience with ICE and being deprived of basic due process, unseen struggles, and landlords kicking their people out of their homes. 12 members from different families who had lost their loved ones taken by ICE shared their experiences. Many of the families only spoke in Spanish, and the interpreters were just totally fabulous in translating. One lady shared about her husband and son who were taken by ICE as they were walking down a street in Pomona. Her son was released, and her husband was taken to the detention center in Adelanto. Other people shared how their husbands were taken by ICE and needed their medications. They weren't allowed medications and they got sick. Hearing their stories brought tears to my eyes and an ache in my heart. Now there's this opportunity that's coming up in the fall. If any one of you would like to go to the Adelanto Detention Center to visit the family members who are still there, let us know. The next opportunity was the Peace Camp. Last year at Peace Camp, I attended with Al Clark. And we connected with young kiddos, the 3- and 4-year-olds. And it was a true joy to help them explore and participate in activities that could help them find meaning in the community and life. It was a true adventure for Al and I. The next one is the Children's Disaster Services. I participated in the training, but as of yet, I haven't had the opportunity to participate and go out. I look forward to helping families with their children during challenging times, so I'm getting ready to go. The next was the Lenten groups. When the Lenten groups came up, it was so amazing to see how many groups there were to join, and it was challenging to choose which ones to go to. Anyway, I went to 3. The Supper Club, the Supper Club, the Soup and Shuffle, and Women Happily Aging Together. It was so charming to make connections with other people from the church and chat and share and go on adventures and just experience caring and friendship. Another church opportunity that I connected with is the caregiving grief. It has opened my heart to believe that I'm not the only one experiencing challenges in being a caregiver. My mom is 100 years old. And through these meetings, I have been able to strengthen my heart and patience to continue to give care to my mom. Whew. Other opportunities our church has provided that I participated in is being a faith partner, a church greeter, and a welcome bread giver, to give bread to the church, to give bread and church information to new visitors. I feel very blessed in connecting with our church family to help share love. The next one is I'm a member of the Property Commission and the Service Commission, and I find great purpose in providing a strong helping hand with all the activities we do to enhance our church: repairs, inspections, donations, ... Some of the activities with the Property Commission were helping with the church insurance, trimming palm trees, hanging shades, and digging ditches to go from the water pipes from that enormous water tank out there that were installed to go over into the Peace and Carrots Garden. With the Service Commission, we are planning to develop a health and wellness event later on this year. Pomona Unified School District, where I spent my whole life teaching, had a health and wellness fair last month. I visited the fair and met all the vendors. Through our chats, I was able to get many of the vendors to participate and support our church in the upcoming health and wellness fair. So in closing, I just want to thank you. I love you and respect you with all the power of belonging, and I send you big hugs to all of you.
We're so glad that you listened to the message today. If you're looking for an open and affirming, peace-loving, and justice-seeking congregation, consider visiting us for in-person worship on Sundays at 9:30 a.m. We'd love to meet you.